Alrighty. So, we are getting back into Light. As you might notice, our loadout has changed. I can't remember if I did or didn't. I think I did die. Yes, I did. I did die to the boss. The same boss, the one with the sword. So, if you guys remember from the last time, you know how I go down to the basement to grab the Gila? Well, I saw that he was spawned in, so instead of me grabbing the one I normally grab in the main room and going to the flood room, and then going down to the basement, I went through the underground tunnels to try and grab the one that's underground in the basement, and then I was gonna go back up and go around the far side through the water to get up to the flood room one and completely avoid him. Going through the tunnels, I went under him and he just jumps down. Like, if you take the route that goes underneath him, he will jump down and just straight murder you. I unloaded everything into him. At the time, I had a Vector with a 50 round mag. And I unloaded over 4 mags. I think it was of purple ammo. And I watched his health bar deplete multiple times, and it almost looked like his gear dropped each time his health bar hit 0 and then reset back to 100. I don't know if that's the way he functions. If it is, that's really wild, because, well, when we face him again, we'll see he is overpowered, really overpowered. 1v1, that's hard to beat. Like, I've got hopes. I've got hopes because of what I've built. I've built the MC1 fully for sniping. And I have one that's specifically close quarters, which is the one I would feel most comfortable facing him with. Actually, I would prefer to face him with that. And I set up these as well. As you can see, we've got a lot going on here. I moved my scars here. I picked up an M4A1. The G36 build, fully done out, new. That's another one I would feel very comfortable going up against him with, because though it's only level 5 rounds, it's a 100 round mag. But then again, I have an MC1, which is DMR, more powerful. Level 6 rounds, 50 round mag, also fully automatic. So I think it equals out, because the mag size on the G36 is twice the mag size on my MC1s, but my MC1s probably deal like twice the damage, or something like that. They have a harder punch. I know it has a harder punch, that's for sure. As you can notice, we've got a Car 58 and a 171. Why do we have a Car 58 and 171? Well, I had a Car 58 sitting on the side. The 171 I went and bought from Heidi. Now here's why I went and bought the 171. I bought all these, I built all these, and I wanted to stockpile ammo for all these, which I did, which is why we're a little low on money. So I successfully stockpiled ammo for all of these, which was not cheap, because level 5, realistically, level 4 rounds and higher, well, level 4 rounds aren't too bad, but level 5 rounds and higher, it can get pretty expensive when you're buying in bulk. So I have that filled, and still an extra 50 rounds on the side. 4 ready to go. Our arsenal has changed a little bit. We have the 2 AKs. I do need to unlock the purple rounds for the AK, the red bullets, because I have 60, 60, and then 10 and 60, and I have 2 rifles, so if I only have 4 piles, to divide that evenly, I should have 4 groups of 60 and 2 go for each. But yeah, I have to sort that out. We'll have to unlock those rounds and set a specific amount that would be a proper number to have for those. Which I've still yet to take the thermal off that AK on the top right there. I have another 193 ready to go. That's level 4 rounds because it's been there forever. And I could get rid of it and put in one with level 5 and it wouldn't cost me very much. But I would still technically be taking a loss because the gun itself is like 100k. Because I do buy them from Heidi. That's why I unlock things. That way I can buy them from Heidi and pay Heidi's prices. Even if the black market is selling them for cheaper, I don't care. Because if I get it from Heidi, I get it 100% bone stock the way it comes. And I get it at 100 durability. 100% durability. Brand new. That's one of the big parts, is it's 100% brand new. And then, of course, price does factor in. And then the other thing is convenience. So, I don't think the prices change, which makes it easy to follow. The 171, I got that because I wanted to have a secondary that was an SMG, and I didn't want it to be the same ammo type as my 193. So that limited my options a bit. Well, no, not really. I did want to run something that was unique and something I could build into a more powerful AR style weapon starting from an SMG base, and I know that I can do that with the 171 because I've done it in the past. So that was a big part of it, is I know that I can build this gun really well to basically be an AR. Whereas if I were to rebuild the Vector or go down the MP5 route, I'm not sure I would be able to. I don't think I can do that with the Vector or MP5. They're very much more SMG-like. This is, from the way it looks, factory, it's very SMG-like too. But the modifications it can get far exceed the modifications that the MP5 and Vector can get. Let's take a peek at that, just for the sake of it. Massive. Yeah, you can basically turn it into an AR. I think the ep5 grip is what I would run. Yeah, ep5 grip is what I would run. 50 round drum mag. I don't know whether or not I'll be doing drum mag. That bottom one I definitely will be. putting on. I'm sorry, what's the difference? Is something actually changing here and I'm just not seeing it? Because I feel like this one's just restricted. Or is this necessary for... I don't know, we'll find out. We'll find out as we're building it. Yeah, that's probably the one I want. Unlocked. This is unlocked. This isn't unlocked, right? Yeah, that's not unlocked. I'm not concerned about the mag right now. That's unlocked. Is the barrel unlocked? Not unlocked. Muzzle. This is already the best option. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. I have a lot more unlocked for it than I thought. But, because I've only just bought the gun, I like to use, when I buy a new gun, before I build it, if I haven't built it in a long time, if it's a fresh build that I'm doing, I often like to use the gun bone dry stock in battle before upgrading it, just to kind of get a comparison of, like, how good the improvements are compared to bone dry stock, how it comes. Always good how advantageous it is to have upgrades compared to not having upgrades type deal. It also makes it better to compare when you're going up against something. If I see somebody else that's using a 171 that's bone stock, I'll know what to expect from them because I've used a 171 bone stock, right? So there's that aspect to it as well. It gives you experience and knowledge. Gives you an advantage on what to expect from an opponent just based off of looking at what they have.
Headshot.
Sometimes it's really accurate, sometimes it's not. See, like that one shot that hit there, we were aiming up here, and that was single fire, and I wasn't... No, that was auto, but I fired single fire with
it. Headshot. Awful.
Ooh, no. Scary. No, thank you. I think those ones are AI, to be honest. The ones that off themselves instantly, I think they're just AI. I did not mean to press that button. Not good. I tried to grab my MPX, but it's not good. I tried to grab my MPX over and over again. You shouldn't even be in here, sir. Your zone is in that room. Okay. Let's instant return. See if we can get our stuff back without dying. We're not gonna call for it. If we lose it, it's not a big deal. It's the light equipment that I just got. The MPX is bone dry stock. If I lose it bone dry stock, well, it's bone dry stock. Oh look, all of my stuff is still here. would have pressed the plus button had they waited, but they didn't wait. I'll take the key because it's valuable. SR-15. Okay, well, for one, that's supposed to be on. That, and much else. Who's talking? Okay. First, let's get high ground. And, like, I'm talking high ground. Okay, proper high ground. Reload. Repair BAF. This is why I carry plates. I didn't even mean to pick up that first aid kit. Yeah, so that did not go well. Probably because I didn't intend to engage with it and I was not prepared at all. I was very caught off guard by that. Which is my fault for not double checking after I poked. Like, I briefly poked into his area, but that's all it takes for him to lock onto you and hunt you down. And it's mean. For a second, I wasn't sure whether or not I grabbed the healer. So note, always run this way when he is spawned, that way you don't go under him. I don't really care about that stuff, but I do care about the scrap. I can make use of that scrap. I can make fine iron with it, and then I can make fine steel out of the fine iron. Those are both decently valuable. Anything that's roughly 50,000 or more, we'll pick up. Refine. Refining, I think, is the smarter option for what I'm attempting. Okay, now, gotta go all the way back around again, which even still is scary. Thought I was on full auto there for a second. Forgot I pressed that button. Bled to death. What you get when you don't fuck with an SMG. Well, why you don't try to engage with someone who's already got the drop on you. You try to get cover before engaging. like there's someone right outside that door. I didn't want to touch that. Jesus, that's horrifying. Am I going to have the speed I need? That is the question. It would be absolutely terrifying if you ran through that doorway down the stairs right now. That would be horrifying. Just because I poked my nose out. Super speed. Yes, this way is the fastest way around, I think. Come on.
Headshot.
Faster than stopping and shooting.
盯紧了，别把老鼠放进来，
I'm not worried about it.
别掉链子，我看着
You
点。
don't see me. I can't see you, you can't see me. I can't see you, you can't see me. I can't see you, you can't see me type shit. Let's go.
逃避，加重罪行。
That's great that you can hear those footsteps like right outside on the edge. And it's like, you guys so wanted to fucking light me up. Didn't get me quick enough. Oh, that was solid. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to be able to take that long way around and make it to the next checkpoint before the radiation storm hit. Had that radiation storm hit, all that the entire run would have basically been pointless, because the whole point of running BAF, at least for me, is to get Gila, which it would have completely toasted my Gila. 10 scrap. That's not bad. I don't need the electric component. Oh, that's not that. Not what I wanted you to do at all. Gun I didn't even mean to pick up. Along with some dog tags I didn't even mean to pick up, and a first aid kit I didn't mean to pick up. And some ammo I didn't mean to pick up. Probably goes with the SMG. Well, it does go with an SMG, just not the one I picked up. I have to at least look at that key before I sell. Normally I just sell my keys, but it's for BAF Factory. 3F secret room. I'm pretty sure that's a good key. Pretty sure. We'll have to look on the map when we enter our next round. Ammo-wise, we didn't do too bad at all. This stuff can all go into here. Yeah, I did do a bit of healer grinding. I had to in order to get all the unlocks to build out those guns. Which I no longer really have any faith in the car. At least not currently. I think I should probably pull that scope off of it and treat it like a close quarters weapon. Let's see. And I'm... I'm debating now. Do I put the 171 away in place of this MC1 and pull out a 203 for my long range? Or do I pull out this for my long range and keep running the 171? Tough decisions. We're going to run the close range one. We're doing the swap. Oh, that's a nice sight to see. 1,440 rounds. Why do you need that many rounds? I don't. But it's sure nice to not have to buy ammo. At least for a good little bit. Know how much money I'm going to make not having to pay for ammo? A lot. I don't have to pay for ammo. I don't have to pay for guns. It's all there. If I die, I have armor. I need to expand on my vests, clearly. .203. Where did I put my 203? Did I put my 203 somewhere, or did I die with my 203? I might have died with the 203 and need to rebuild it. That appears to be the case. Yeah, that is the case. As I was just talking about not having to... Oh, I should build another GRS too. I like that GRS 88. What timing? As I was bringing up how I don't need to buy guns or anything. And then I have to go buy a gun because I remember that I lost it. $10 mag. EF5. And that's the build. Now, where is that mag? That goes there. This goes here. 75. Oh, that's right, I already had 5. in there. And that counts as my total. Barely have those money clips being full. Barely. Well, if we lose the sniper, we're going to be running without a sniper for a little bit. If I can, put the MC1 away, or switch to my long-range MC1 and then bring back in the 171. If we lose the sniper, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run back in with the 171 as it is. And the reason for that, not the 171, the MC1. The reason for that is that the MC1 itself is good enough that I don't really need to bring out my long-range variant to use it for long-range. But my long-range variant is more convenient when fighting long-range opponents. Most definitely. But my close-range setup is still very much capable of hitting long-range. It's just very much more up to the skills of me. Because it's like compared to 4 times or 8 times, whatever I have on it. I shouldn't be scared of anyone. You didn't even give me time to make a decision. This was only the start of the match. I was going to let you up if you gave me a little bit of time to...
Headshot.
It's capable of long range. It's very much more skill dependent on what I can see. Once I learned I could come up here, I started coming up here a lot more. It's also the one spot that I feel safe. From, like, everyone. Oh my god. Except for myself. Because I can sometimes... That's the first time I've actually fallen off there. Sometimes be a little rough with my movement, and that happens. It's not convenient. Oh, I can't shoot through. Oh, I can. My first shot just didn't land. I should technically be switching to the MC1 before I open the door, because I don't know what's on the other side. Regen factor, I'll take it. That's not a person. No, it's a gas.
Got it. Somebody get me out of here. I can't live like this.
Shut up. You're not going to live. Don't worry about it. I'm not so cruel that I would make you live with something like that. You're just gonna slowly bleed out to death. Don't worry about it. I'm not that heartless that I would force you to live with being shot. Well, I appreciate the supplies. Brought them right to me. How nice. How kind of them to just bring me their supplies like that. If they'd been less focused on running, more focused on just shooting, they might have had to jump on me. But also, that was probably just my AI. Was firing too fast for my gun to turn. My recoil was too heavy because I was firing too quickly. I had a lot of wasted shots there. You can get in this. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my god. That is so mean. Imagine just sitting here the entire match, just waiting. When you don't get this as your extract, you just sit here waiting in case somebody else did. Waiting to see if the guy who got that extract comes by here. Because there's always 2 extracts. So you just wait. Just camp. Is anybody coming to my extract point? Because who's going to expect a person to be in a bin like this? That's awesome. And if you're lying down, you have more cover on the 3 sides. I don't know why the little ledge drops off opens up back here. I don't know anything about these things. I don't even know what the hell this is. Just a tiny little bin to me. A metal bin. Pretty sure it's one of those thingies that goes up and down, yeah. I don't know what they're called though. That was quite easy. Then again, this loadout is, well, basically the ideal loadout that I picked for close range against the boss. Aside from the other ARs I got set up. This is the only close range marksman rifle that I set up out of the close range weapons I set up. So it makes sense that it shreds. It's supposed to. I should probably use my sniper more though. Which, come to think of, modifying. In meantime, I don't need to be running an 8x in BAF Factory. 4x will suffice. Even a 3x would suffice, but it's still a sniper rifle. I like to keep it 4x and up. But I don't think I need anything more than 4x for the AF Factory, so. Hang on. Good thing I cancelled that because we did not empty your bag out. Okay, level 3 Gila. No, I don't think we saw there. Deposit it. One more and we'll have that whole bottom row filled. All of this gets sold. And this goes to the black market. $5. Why so cheap? Because it's going to sell instantly. Like that. That's how I placed it so cheap. I don't have to worry about long sales times. Leave it to watch, just in case I can craft. No, it's only level 5, so it's not useful. I only want to run level 6 armor. Or higher. Or enhanced or outstanding. Yeah, that shotgun I built as a meantime placeholder for the 171 because at the time I purchased the 171, I wasn't able to purchase any more ammo for the 171, so I literally just had the 171 and 60 rounds on side, which is literally only 2 extra mags. It's like, if I take this into battle, I can only reload twice, and it's a 30 round mag. I can't do much with that if I'm using that as my close quarters weapon, not in BAF Factory. So yeah, that's why I ended up building that shotgun. I actually love the thing. It was a blast. It's awesome to use. I should use shotgun more often. Which is funny because I just completely sold and got rid of the slugs loadout, but then I did the EXP buckshot, and it's really good for close range. So, that is now my money clips are full. Yeah, okay. I like keeping at least my money clips full. Hold on, diamonds. 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 Where did those get placed? There? That's actually really convenient. I don't have to open the second tab. Auto sport, 1, 2, 4. Now we're good. Now I'm hoping that this MC1 is going to be powerful enough to take on that boss, if we encounter him. I can hear fire. Propane torch. If it is able to be heard, that is what is in the background. Propane torch. Almost TP running. Checking the other spawn, but safety first. There's good scrap down here, and sometimes valuable yellow items, like that. There's tiny little areas, there's so many spots where in this game where it's like, you wouldn't expect it to provide you valuable goods, and it does. I love it. I heard footsteps. You're not there, you know you're not. Sounds like they're to the left of me. Move up with the MC.
Headshot.
Not what I told you to do.
Headshot.
That was another flash. That's gotta be horrifying. That has to be horrifying. Turn the corner, and it's like you get the detection marker that someone's nearby. He's probably got a footstep marker on the map or something. And it's like looks up, just sniper rifle, bang. That has to be horrifying. Just look up at a guy. It's See, now you know why I like it up here. I feel safe. And this pole blocks me from anybody in there that might be trying to shoot me. I have cover on my back. I'm not have to worry about getting shot in the back. Don't have to worry about any back shots. That's terrible.
Headshot.
Oh, I love this 203. Such a nice sniper rifle. Footsteps. Who's given those footsteps? I still need to grab the other heroes yet. Let's grab those.
Headshot.
That's better. I thought it was off a little bit when I looked at it. Oh, my guy was just so drastically weapon swaying because he ran out of gas. Why I wish I turned that off permanently. There's probably an option for it, but all of the settings are written in Chinese, so there's only so much I can do there. See, yeah, I normally run out like that. I didn't think they did. I hate how that activates every time. Every time. So annoying. It's like, I don't want my guy to hold his breath. I don't need him to. That's why I upgrade my weapons. That way I don't have to worry about that. Because even without that, this is still really stable. At least I think so. And I don't have a problem with it, and I'm the user, so... Nope. Come on. Reset. Radiation's only 2 minutes. Fun. Not letting that get thrown onto my MP1. Not gonna happen. I did open that. Stop touching what I'm not trying to. Want my sword. I can speedy my way out of this. Goodbye. That was great. That was an awesome exit. I love that katana. It's so speed efficient. That dash ability is so useful. And it's actually quite a far dash. Like, that's a good leap. Ooh. Oh. See, and by the way, let me open my settings just to show. Yeah. English, Chinese, or Japanese, whatever. I don't know which of the languages. I know it's one of the languages that's of that styling. That sounds so terrible, and I'm sorry, but I don't know how else to put it. Okay, so not a lot of it has been fixed, but there's still a lot of parts that haven't been fixed. See, I don't know what underneath fire mode switch, I don't know what those two options are. I don't know. Under ADS when leaning, which I should have that enabled. I don't know what the option underneath it is. I can't read that. It's not in English. I'm looking very carefully to see if basic aim assist. I don't need an aim assist. I don't even know what that default front sight style of advanced aim assist even means. I didn't even know that was on. I want to see if there's a way I can get rid of that hold breath button. There's unless it's one of these. No, those are both disabled, so I don't know what it could possibly be. So, I don't think there is a way to get rid of that breathing button. Function toggle. Disable. I don't want ammo requirement. I'm hoping it's actually going to be under here somewhere. I can't read what the last one is. That's everything I can think of. Automatic hold. Wait, hold on. Automatic hold breath after ADS. Disable. Ha ha ha! I finally found it. Why is it under firing mode though? Logically speaking, that should be under function toggle because it's a function toggle. It's a toggle for holding your breath, which is technically a function. And at least that's the best way you could classify it in a game system. But hey, that's just my opinion, I guess. But now I finally don't have to worry about it. That's awesome. Okay. I'm glad I found that because I have wanted to turn that off for so long, and I so thought that there wasn't a way. But as we started going through the settings more and more, it's just like, well, what if there is a toggle switch for it? Because there's a toggle switch for almost everything else. So maybe it is in here, and I just haven't seen it. And it was. So that solves that problem. Scrap. Plastic. The bit of cash. And then fourth level 3 Gila. Oh, I am so happy to have that disabled. That has been such an irritant. Because I'll forget about clicking the button so many times, and then my guy will run out of breath just before I'm about to fire. And everything destabilizes, and it's like, oh god damn it. And it's like, I didn't even need you to be holding your breath in the first place. You don't... The weapon sway isn't that bad. Like, it's fine. So... that is a relief to have fixed. Let's see. Okay, we're finally back up above 4 million. I really do like this setup. I'm just hoping it's gonna do well against the boss. If it doesn't, I do have a lot of backup plans in place. Because probably the second I get my first shot in on him, if I can even get within range of him, within combat range of him, without him aggroing onto me, then I can get a shot in with my sniper and then switch to the MP1.
别掉链子，
Which it's
我看
like
着行
make
动。
your first shot count as best you can type deal. Always be wary of people that are outside of where you spawn by 3 or 4 feet. Oh my. So much better.
Headshot.
MPX seems to be popular. I don't have it yet, so there are certain things that I'll get just for the unlock, and then certain things that I want. Sometimes there are things that I'll pass up that if I see it enough times, I'll just grab it, just to be rid of the unlock prompt. For one moment I look away. Damn it.
有老鼠进来了，别让它跑。Headshot.
My first shot was just a little too far off to the left of my barrel.
Headshot. Headshot.
Love the way this gun looks and sounds.
Headshot. Headshot. Headshot.
We'll keep on refining.
Headshot. Headshot.
Ooh, thank you. That's nice to have unlocked. Right at the top of the line, medkit. I knew I heard footsteps in water, and it's just like, where the fuck are you? I know you're on the left there. And then it's like, you've got to be pinned in between that massive barrel-like thing in the wall. Gotta be. So I climbed on top and run down. Sure enough, just running into it stuck. If that's not a sign of AI, I don't know what is. Nope, not happening. This is the reason I stockpiled ammo, because running the MC1 can be very easy to burn through ammo, because, well, it can fire quickly, it can pack a punch, and I'm running it on iron sights, which very much puts a lot of the shot just up to me and what my eye can see. So I like it though, because it requires more skill. I also like, I don't know, I prefer iron sights on most close quarter setups. Like if I'm setting something up specifically for close quarters, I often prefer iron sight. But depending on the firearm, it might not have proper, or it might not have what I deem as proper iron sights, in which sometimes I'll just run a red dot or a 2 times or a 2.5, sometimes a 3, but never a 4. If I'm running a 4, I have the intentions of using it for mid to long range. Not that I can't use it close range, but just that the build intentions are for mid to long range. I auto-sorted that. Ew, I should also check if I was crafting anything before I hopped off the game last night. Okay, we're still at an even 4 million, but we do have an extra hero. Okay. Where is the marker for whatever is so special in there? Oh, it's gone now. Must have just been because I hadn't gotten rid of the marker off of my first enter. Needed time to process or something. I'm sufficient on ammo. I'm sufficient on meds. I have a CS and a frag. Now, I don't need to run BAF for Gila at this point, but I'm running BAF for the sake of wanting to run into this specific boss again, and I don't know if he appears on Pyramid or Akiyama, which is where I would run other than here, or Company. But because I know he appears on BAF Factory, that's where I'm going to run until I can either successfully bring him down with some of the loadouts I've made, or have him absolutely wipe the floor with me with some of the loadouts that I've made. So it's either gonna go really good or really bad. Yeah, basically, because even if I just barely survive, I'll be able to... He's the only one I have to worry about. I don't have to worry about other players or AIs. So... I didn't even need to pull the trigger twice. Dropped on the first one. Headshot. One bullet landed. And one bullet was all I needed. I didn't even get the option.
Headshot. Headshot. Headshot.
That one very well could have been a real player.
Headshot.
Because that wasn't AI-like movement. Can't confirm or deny. So, have no way of knowing. Didn't I spawn in the water room, or the pump room, whatever it is? I don't always get around to all of the bosses, so when I get around to the ones that have high value items in them, it's always nice.
Headshot.
The fuck? When did you get up here? Why couldn't I hear your footsteps? Like, it sounded like he was so far away. Why weren't your footsteps louder? What? That caught me off guard. The extra casual noise, nice. Get around the door, that would be nice. So hard to see with that window. It's not a person. I don't think. I don't think.
Headshot. Headshot.
Grab the one in the basement. Open, damn it. I pressed that scope in button like 3 times and it wouldn't scope in. I would have taken him down while walking down the stairs if it would have scoped in. Or to use the correct term, in downside. Starting to wonder if we're going to run out of ammo before we see the boss. Just to even the number count. Oh, that's right, this isn't my extra point. Ah. I'm going to have to fire again, yep.
Headshot.
No, I thought it was a foot shot. It is satisfying, though, to just hear headshot over and over when you have, like, 3 or 4 of them together in a group, and you just peg them back to back to back. Just headshot, 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 headshot. That is satisfying. I have to buy a single bullet. We'll be buying more than a single bullet. That was actually a pretty decent run. I'm still happy about that one moment where we were up on the beams and that one guy just looks up, bang. Like, I can't even imagine how that would look from his perspective, just to look up and you see a guy crouched on the beams with a 203 fully built for long range, just with a 4x scope, aimed right at you, fires instantly as soon as you make eye contact. Oh, that's great. That was a awesome moment. That was satisfying, most definitely. Be nice to have more moments like that on a frequent basis. And yeah. So now this, nope, not that. Those three all get sold. This goes to the black market. Five diamonds, one, there, yeah, not even 2 seconds. That's why I sell for 5 diamonds, because I picked them up constantly. I was at 2600 yesterday. I was in the 2600s, I know that. I don't know where specifically, but that means I've made at least 85. 'Cause I would have had to have been at 290, 2695 or lesser to have been in the 600s. Because I only move by 5s. Because it keeps the number nice and rounded, and then I don't have to worry about losing track of my diamonds. And I always move my diamonds into my diamond case, which I didn't always have. I used to just have them laying loose. But when I looked at it, I eventually decided that I have enough laying loose that it would definitely save me space if I just bought a case for them, because the case is only going to take up 4 slots. And when you actually put all of your diamonds into your case and you look at how many slots it takes up, I'm saving 1, 2, 3, 4 times the space. This would be 5. I have 5 groups of 4 here. So that's absolutely insane. Laying loose, it would be 5 times more space laying loose than it is in a case. And that's only with it at the marker it's at, which 20 out of 64. So it's not even a third. Not even a third of the way full yet. And it's already 5 times less space. So imagine when you get that full, you're probably saving at least a whole tab if you get that filled full. Like all 64, you're probably saving a full tab or something of the sort. you're saving a massive amount of space with the money cases. Same goes for cash. That's why I have 2 of them. That's why this one's sealed. That's why it's sealed. Is I specifically filled it, sealed it. Now I have backup fund. So I try to do everything to keep my money clips filled. That's kind of my bottom line, is like, I never want these money clips to have any missing. I want them to always be holding I want them to always be holding 1.4 million each, which is what they're holding right now. Because 350 by 2 is 7, 7 by 2 is 14, so that's 1.4 mil per clip. So those 2 clips alone is 2.8 mil. And that's kind of my emergency reserve that I try to never touch. And I don't want to ever have to unseal that case at all. Because, well, it's sealed for a reason. It's not supposed to be touched. Oh no. It fixed. I could repair my vest now, but here's the thing. It doesn't... If I repair it now, it's going to repair to the exact same durability level as it would if I repair it after it takes another 80 damage points. Right? So I can repair it now, and then take more damage, or I can take more damage and repair it, and I'm still going to end up with the same armor durability as I would if I repair it now. Therefore, it's better that I take more damage with it and repair it when it's broken or close to broken. That way I get the full usage of my armor durability. And I get the full usage of my repair. Which is ideal. Ammo. Yeah, that'll suffice. We'll do 150. And I have a purchase limit of 450 still. That's awesome. See, that's what's nice about the stockpile, is when the purchase limit resets, I can refill the stockpile. I can use from the stockpile, and then refill the stockpile when I switch to whatever else. And then, when I'm done with whatever else, if I have a stockpile of whatever else I've swapped to, then I, again, can refill that stockpile and switch to whatever else, and so on. But it's nice to have a stockpile of ammunition when it's convenient when you run specific weapons. So I don't run guns that are not built by me. So I don't pick up opponent's weapons and run them the way they are. If I pick up an opponent's weapon, I, for one, check the durability. If the durability is below 90, I sell it. If the durability is above 90, I will put, and if it's a gun that I like, I will put the attachments that I deem appropriate onto it.